every time I walk into the studio, I get so excited. Why? Because we sort of see a new avatar every 2 months. And I was just discussing this with all the stars that I have today, that, I think music videos were the reinvention of artists of all kinds, whether it was lyricists, whether it was music composers, singers, actors, actresses, models, you name it. Everyone seems to have like a ready-made portfolio that used to be dying for years ago. So for that, and this started about 6 years back, and I have to thank the very stage and very place that I'm at. T-Series was the one that actually said, let's start doing this again. And everyone said it won't work because Bollywood is here to stay. Yes, it is here to stay. But there's almost like a complete parallel track that's been made. So congratulations to all of you all. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. Tulsi, you look fantastic. Rohit, hi buddy.
Thank you.
And Manan brother, you're part of this entire wave also. ये जो मैंने बात बोली है बिल्कुल perfect है. ये 5-6 साल पहले ऐसा था कि almost मर चुका था. 8-9 साल पहले तो मर ही चुका था. And it was a very sad scenario where everyone was being forced to, and there was no social media, there was no. Even YouTube as such was not such a big medium. Do you think that we would have had the richness? जैसे कि cricket में जैसे IPL जब आया तो suddenly हमारे सारे cricketers अच्छे हो गए.
Exactly.
Do you think this has really enriched the singers, or do you feel there's too much talent which is not really talent now?
जैसे म्यूजिक वीडियोस का एक दौर था 90s 2000 के आसपास एक बहुत सारे म्यूजिक वीडियोस आते थे एंड वी यूज्ड टू लुक अप के अब कौन सा आ रहा है टॉप 10 सुपर हिट मुकाबला काफी सारी चीजें आती थी उस टाइम पे. तो दैट टाइम टू टी सीरीज वाज लाइक कि टॉप 10 आप देखोगे तो टी सीरीज के ही होते थे. देन वो ट्रेंड धीरे धीरे मूवीज में शिफ्ट हो गया. देन मूवीज के बाद ऑब्वियसली फिर सिंगल्स का इतना ट्रेंड नहीं रहा. फिर दोबारा टी सीरीज ही उसको लेके आया एंड देन जब सिंगल्स को निकालना शुरू किया अपना रैप से ये दोबारा मैं ये कहूँगा कि दोबारा से री एंटर हुआ है. रैप एंड हिप हॉप उस वाले म्यूजिक से दोबारा री एंटर हुआ है. देन उसके बाद ऑब्वियसली अब म्यूजिक वीडियोस इतने लार्जर स्केल पे बनने लग गए हैं.
पिक्चर से कम नहीं लगते.
Exactly.
And skill sets भी increase करने पड़ते हैं. This girl I've known for so long has sort of refined the singing to various repertoires. Earlier what used to happen was when you had a singer, you as a music director you would say, for this kind of song I want to call only this singer. Now you try out so much more because the singers also have a chance to keep reinventing themselves. But I'm so proud of you how you've reinvented yourself physically also. In this video, as we're seeing super dance movements as well also. It's also a time of the competition. You had to reinvent yourself to stay ahead of the competition also.
Absolutely.
Do you now look, पहले होता था ना, it's like a horse with blinkers, but now you're looking left, right, पीछे आगे?
Of course. You have to, you have to stay updated with all the changes that are happening. What the audiences want, what they want to see, what they want to hear, how they want to see you as an artist. Because this video, as you said, it has me grooving, and we have.
There are two versions of her in this.
The two versions of.
And that's a very interesting thing, that what you see behind is actually like one version of her. What is behind the camera?
The spicy version.
Is the sugary version of her. And we'll show that to you later. In fact, I'll take a shot of that later and I'll show you guys. But this is also like a lot of work for you to do.
So actually, as we were discussing, I wanted to challenge myself. I want to always do something. I'm sure all the artists want to keep reinventing, keep doing different stuff. And here I got this opportunity with this beautifully composed track by Manan, where, the beats required that dance, and we have Ganesh Hegde, who's directed and choreographed it for us beautifully.
The
Ganesh Hegde. Right.
And you're dancing for him.
For him.
But behosh.
Yeah, like the.
She came to me and she said, we have to do a reel. I said no.
No, by
because now look at the confidence. मैं तो Ganesh Hegde के लिए गा लिया. Dance करने कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है अब.
No, so it did take me some time to rehearse. But I've loved to dance, and I was waiting to do a dance music video. Right. Romantic गाने तो बहुत किए हैं, हमने बात भी बहुत की उनके बारे में. But here I got an opportunity to do something that I was just warming up for on my reels. So I used to keep doing covers, and I remember Manan, he would tell me that, Tulsi, you dance very well. He would see my reels and he would always say that, dance. So then we decided that we should work on a track that that enables me to come in front of my fans and do something for them. So that's how.
And sometimes when you have like a thing come out, it's like how you take pictures. You like them. I have a feeling you really like the way these videos also come out. I mean, that has to, as an artist, you'll see. I mean, even when we put on Instagram, you put 10 filters and you choose. And then only the best one you'll put out. So here also, I feel like I'm very, I was surprised. even with the way the entire, obviously with Ganesh Agri, the choreography is fantastic. But even for you to come out with this, it was fantastic. And you've, I think, taken it above a notch. Abhi next bacha sirf fighting. एक action video करने का बस. That's it.
वो शायद I wouldn't be able to justify.
Of course you can. You have to take a gun and go boom. That's it. And Rohit there is looking fantastic on screen. You know, every guy will want to always see how they look on screen. I think actors थोड़े vain होते हैं. अच्छा भी है. अगर mirror में सामने जाके ऐसा ना लगे कि you are looking very good. आधी battle आप वहीं पे हार जाते हो. And I think self-love is also very, very important. Right. So as a model and as an actor, you know, a lot of the people have great things to say. Your jawline always अच्छी रहती है. Right. What's the best thing that you like about yourself when you watch yourself on screen, and the worst thing that you say कि यार ये थोड़ा होता है ना, लोगों के sides होते हैं, लोगों की चीजें होती हैं.
Definitely. I think smiling shots जो पहले आते थे मेरे, I used to be really conscious.
Like all of us.
ये shoot पे, all of us. And I am little conscious about the left profile.
Really?
But it used to happen earlier.
Profile.
Yeah.
I like my left profile only.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm glad she likes the left profile, so I can sit on my right profile. So it's perfect. But I think over a period of time, now I see myself more as an actor. तो मैंने कुछ देखा नहीं कि मैं कैसे लग रहा हूँ, because Ganesh sir has taken all that responsibility. He was there on the set, and he was more than the director, I would feel, because he took a special interest into our styling.
Yeah,
he made sure that he
absolutely.
personally took interest, and he styled me as well, and also took great interest in Tulsi.
You know, he himself also, I think, reinvented himself a lot with songs also, and the way he used to style himself also. He's always a brilliant dancer.
Yeah.
But I remember when he used to come out with his singles also, what amazing. I mean, you used to think there was like Michael Jackson, because I think there was a lot of inspiration that he's taken from there. But he himself as a stylish person on screen was very cool.
Right, exactly. So he's taken care of all those things. So, and as an actor, now I want to establish myself more as an actor. Even when the shoot was going on, I was telling Tulsi that, okay, let's get into this scene as I'm your lover, and हमारे बीच में relationship चल रहा है, because हमारे पास एक दो moments है where I reveal her that I was waiting to give her the earrings.
Yeah.
So I was trying to just focus more on that. And वो होता है ना, when you focus more, when you're in love with in your eyes, if you have that romance, then automatically on the screen you look charming.
But
so
this is
that was my
hardcore as far as the
process.
music video is concerned. I'm very impressed.
Hardcore. And then I remember him, he was actually giving me those tips.
Yeah.
कि, you know, feel it this way, that way. तो मुझे लगा यार ये सही है.
Full तैयार हो
ये
गया है.
अच्छी बात है. ये मैंने नहीं सोचा. No, then I asked him also, because he does practice a lot of different things that we were talking about.
So I was just establishing that क्योंकि गाना सारा यही है कि ये दोनों एक दूसरे से प्यार करते हैं. So that should be in the eyes. So when I was doing the scenes, I was like, let's look into each other's eyes and let's just fall in love.
I can never keep a serious expression, but if I look at somebody like, it's long enough. I never, ever. Even when मेरी शादी के डेट पर नहीं कर पाए थे. मैं खुद ही शर्मा रहा था अपनी आंखें नीचे. But I remember this sequencing. I remember speaking to Mr. Bachchan about this. You know, we used to say कि, of course, he's like, you know, but even he, I remember, जब उनका वो famous mirror वाला scene है, he's talking to himself. It's very difficult to look at yourself and perform. Right. So, you know, do you do a lot of those kind of rehearsals as an actor? Have you done a lot of those kind of auditions to yourself? लोग बोलते हैं mirror के सामने करना चाहिए.
Right.
मैंने dance try किया था mirror के सामने. When I went in front without the mirror, ना, I just totally got lost.
हाँ, dance भूल जाते.
Yeah, totally. And I was like, कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा.
Right.
As an actor, have you used the mirror a lot as a friend?
Not at all. I'm just in the same line that you are. आज आपने जैसे कहा था, मैं भी mirror में नहीं देखता हूँ, because I become conscious. Then I'll start looking at my hair, my eyes. अरे ये अच्छा नहीं लग रहा. Then firstly, I'm a big critic to my own self. मुझे तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि मैं ठीक से कर ही नहीं रहा हूँ. So I stop looking at the mirror when I'm acting. If I'm, you know, doing any scenes, then I'll leave it up to the director. अगर आपको सही लग रहा है,
That you have to trust
then it's the
anyway,
way.
for sure.
Then audience will like it if you're liking it.
Do you ever? I've known you also for a long time. You never felt like coming in front of the camera and doing a lot of things.
बहुत सारे अपने खुद के वीडियोस पे
वो तो मुझे पता है खुद की वीडियोस आप करते हो लेकिन now when you are working on larger scales I've seen that you are reluctant.
Not at all. मतलब मैं reluctant नहीं हूँ इस तरीके से. I'm just waiting for, you know, a good song. Like, you know, because I'm not a dancer at all. At all.
But you don't have a choice, brother.
I cannot dance.
नहीं ऐसा नहीं होता है. अगर आपने
पप्पू का डांस seriously.
नहीं
We'll do that kind of a song. पप्पू का dance.
but सिखाया भी जा सकता है और सीख भी तो सकते
So
हो.
I'll you know, I'm more of like intense kind of, you know, किसी का murder करना या मेरा कोई murder कर रहा है, story कौन कर रहा है.
ये easy way out नहीं होता है.
Sad story kind of.
Action maybe
Yeah.
in the music video.
I can try in that.
But your repertoire as a singer, I remember always आपके पास बहुत सारे ideas रहते थे, बहुत सारे गाने बनाते रहते थे.
This is like जो मुझे दीवाना कर दे, written by me only. तो ये पूरा आइडिया किस तरीके से क्या हो सकता है, डांस सॉन्ग के अंदर अगर आप रैप नहीं है एक तो हमारे सॉन्ग में, ठीक है, एक हमारे सॉन्ग के अंदर कोई लड़कियां नहीं है, एज एन कि लड़कियों की बात नहीं हो रही, तेरा ये तेरा वो, तेरे झुमके तेरी बालियां, वो सब नहीं है. देन हम शराब का जिक्र भी नहीं कर रहे करते हुए भी, यू नो, सो इट्स लाइक या एग्जैक्टली, मतलब एक ना घुमा के थोड़ा सी बात करी गई है कि मुझे दीवाना कर दे, जो मुझे दीवाना कर दे, मुझे ऐसा नशा करा दे. सो ट्रिक अपनाई गई है, अगर आप इसको देखोगे, अगर आप इसके अंदर बीट्स हटा दोगे तो इट कैन बी अ सैड सॉन्ग टू.
Really?
या इट कैन बी लाइक एक बहुत पहले गाना आया था, सुपर हिट गया था, तारे गिन याद से.
हाँ, correct.
दैट्स लाइक
Actually, the wordings are all sad in that. Correct, correct.
तो आपका इट्स एक डांसिंग नंबर के अंदर आपका वीडियो बहुत ज़्यादा मैटर करता है फर्स्टली, एंड ऑब्वियसली आपकी बीट्स क्या है, आपका म्यूजिक क्या है, किस तरीके का है.
So you should make another version of this. The sad version of this.
We will.
We will. Me and Manan, yeah.
We will 100% we will. ये गाना चलता है तो उसका एक सैड वर्जन बनाएंगे. जो मुझे दीवाना कर दे.
Actually, yeah, that'll be amazing. We'll actually see. So sing the other. So sing both back to back right now, so that we'll
So for
everyone.
example, our current tune is जो मुझे दीवाना कर दे, मुझे ऐसा नशा करा दे, जब तक मैं सच ना बोलूं, मुझे तब तक तू पिला दे.
Dance.
Dance.
This was dance.
Now let's go into sad immediately.
जो मुझे दीवाना कर दे, मुझे ऐसा नशा करा दे, something like that.
एक का दो version हो गया अभी. Back to back. We take a little break. We'll come right back. Don't go anywhere. We're stuck in the middle. We'll try and see how many other versions. And this is what actually happens to a lot of composers. When they're sitting down to make something, you need to give them a brief. Otherwise, the same thing can be made in so many different ways. It's so fascinating to see that. We'll come right back. We're back with the Salil on Star Stop. And incredibly different discussion today to find out how songs actually get created. Manan, of course, the composer. He's written all the lyrics as well. And also was the brief for the great Tulsi to actually follow completely. And Tulsi, of course, doing a brilliant job and taking it beyond herself as far as dance was concerned. Getting a thumbs up from Ganesh Hegde sir, which is brilliant. And Rohit also getting a thumbs up from Ganesh Hegde sir, which is also brilliant. Absolutely. How should I say this? Now, the comments that start coming below. Are you reading all those comments? Are you sitting there?
I am reading all of them. I was just doing that before meeting you.
Yeah, actually, because so we're doing this as of now. Literally a few hours ago, this song was launched. So when he's saying he's reading the comments, it's literally just started right now. Does public opinion, do people's opinions, do they start to affect you?
It used to earlier, but now I'm spiritually so aligned myself. It's been past 2 years, I've got into spirituality a lot, and then I don't see it that way. So I see things what's under my control,
Right.
and I just manage that. That's not in my control, and that might happen later on also. So it doesn't affect me at all.
Man, how old are you, brother? Fantastic, huh? It's very tough to do in our industry. Let me tell you this much.
Very deep.
You know, when people tell me that they develop a thick skin, no.
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you something, that you'll have 79 great comments. That one irritating comment that says, "Tum ekdam bakwas ho." It still hurts sometimes. Does it ever, I mean, can you become like him?
Yeah, I mean, over time I have. He's there, like, he's already there, but it's taken me some time to get there because I'm a very emotional person. And as much as I'm also into spirituality and I believe in gratitude and all the exercises that we were discussing about, but there are times then when I get affected, but not anymore, because I have made up my mind that I am here and I am here to stay and I am here to work hard and entertain everyone, and that's what I'm going to do.
It's actually this new free world that we live in, which is so strange. In real life, you probably see a lot of restrictions in life, but the social media has sort of given such a free hand to everyone that, you know, I think a lot of social media agencies are now working on how to figure out to not allow this constant abuse or constant criticism or even constant judgment. Can be good or bad. Right. Everyone feels the need to judge. Earlier it was probably only sport because एक parameter था. आपने supposing 10 seconds में run कर लिया, then great. If you done it in 9, then even better. 11, you're bad. It was similar. Now everything, even as a composer, you've never been affected by public opinion so much. Are you now? Is it slightly different now?
सबसे पहले उसके प्रोफाइल पे जाके देखता हूँ फेक है क्या. क्योंकि फेक है तो फिर कोई मतलब नहीं है.
Absolutely.
अगर रियल है तो उसने क्या किया?
Correct.
उसको कितना ज्ञान है?
Exactly.
मैं पूरा तोल मोल के
Because
ना फिर अफेक्ट करता हूँ अपने आप
the
को.
people who speak on social media or write something, they don't have the right to speak.
Yeah.
They go blindly, they write something, but what are they? What are they doing
Correct,
in
correct,
life? What have they achieved in life
Correct,
to be saying that?
Like
Are
we,
they
you
at that?
know,
They're not a judging committee that can
Absolutely.
pass.
And
judgment.
क्रिकेट में तो ऐसे ही होता है ना,
Exactly.
जो 94 इयर्स के जेंटलमैन भी होंगे ना, you don't know how to do a cover drive विराट कोहली. तो विराट अब एज को वो रखते हैं, सर, but you have never picked up a bat in your life, so can you not speak? But today people, and when celebrities fight back, suppose there's a lot of judgment there also. You're not supposed to speak. You're a public figure. You're supposed to take it. But I'm seeing people not taking it lying down now. I think ये अच्छा एक trend हुआ है. I know that you are very spiritual, but do you sometimes then sit and explain to people? देखो यार बेटा ऐसा नहीं बोलते.
No, I do take it as a critic because I just try to understand, like Manan bhai said कि मैं find out करता हूँ. I do see कि अगर शायद इसमें कमी होगी तो मुझे ये भी देखनी चाहिए.
Right.
शायद मैं ठीक से नहीं कर रहा हूँ. And I'll work on it. And yes, initially थोड़ा लगता है फर्क because हमने मेहनत की है कुछ चीज़ को लेके या कोई रील बनाई है उसमें मेहनत लगती है and immediately effect पड़ता है कि यार क्यों हुआ. But later on I get back to it. I just write things down. I journalize a lot. So I journalize कि is this in my control? No, it's not in my control. I have given my best. So it shouldn't affect me. So that journalizing process really helps me a lot.
Bro, you've reached quite a level, bro. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
good.
yeah.
तुम
Trying my
बहुत,
best.
I think in
I told him the same thing because we were discussing about him writing things in the journal. I was
Yeah.
like, wow, even I should pick that. It's a
because
beautiful
the kind
quality.
of job we are into, I guess you and I, all of us are, it's definitely going forward. There's a lot of competition. There are a lot of things. Ups and downs are so common. It happens very often. And when you're down, when you fail, you can't just go all the way.
No, actually, and that's why I tell people just go to the gym. When you feel bad, just go to the जो करना है gym में, you run, you do all these things. It really helps you out. So is there a lot of sampling that you're doing a lot? Like you watch a lot of music videos, a lot of music. I know a lot of people. People think I was crazy. मैं हर Friday जाता था film देखने के लिए, आज भी जाता हूँ. और believe me, it happened with me with RRR also. When I went to see it also, I just couldn't believe. I was in tears also with Gangubai also. Because मैं कहा यार wow, मैं बहुत वो emotional हो जाता हूँ when I see cinema. It doesn't happen to you with music also when you're watching the other things and then you're able to also get, like a perspective.
Yeah, sometimes I feel के same music भी नहीं आना चाहिए. हर एक ही तरीके का music नहीं आना चाहिए. When I am when I'm short of thoughts or
Correct.
creative things, then I go back to my childhood and I listen to Jagjit Singh and that sort of stuff. Even Tulsi ji commented, messaged me on the Insta.
Yeah.
Oh Manan, तूने nostalgia याद दिला दिया तुमने मेरे को.
Yeah, because he posts some amazing ghazals by Jagjit ji.
So that keeps me healthy and
वो
alive.
they replenish हो जाता है ना. You also have this your go-to sweet teddy bear kind of music or performances or films that you watch.
I watch all films like you every Friday. I'm a movie buff. I pick up small nuances from there. So if I watch an Alia on screen and how she's emoting or, even
And plus
for-
hearing the sound
even
also
the
in
sound,
the theatre.
even the songs, every detailing. I'm a huge fan of Friday releases and I'm so happy that they're coming back after a gap of 2 years.
What about you? Are you a regular film buff?
I have become now. I was not earlier, and I do watch. And even 10 minutes, if I see something good in the movie, that's enough for me because they put so much of efforts and they come up with something.
Two things that you would say that you've decided not to do, or two things you've decided to do in the last 2 years post the pandemic. A lot of people have reassessed their goals. मेरे को ये करना है, मेरे को ये नहीं करना है. एक चीज जो दुनिया में सब बोलते हैं, I want to eat healthy, I want to be fit and do all these things. वो कितना कर रहे हैं, forget about that. But something that as an artist that you feel
In
that
the
you have done.
pandemic, I've connected with myself a lot. I've understood how fitness has worked for me in a lot of ways, even in my singing. Because not that I was very fat earlier, but I'm much more fitter and I have a greater stamina level, which I work on and I will continue to. Musically, I think these 2 years have again given me a lot of introspection within myself as to what is working for me as an artist and what's connecting with my audiences. So I did a lot of reels over the last 2 years where I did a lot of dance, I did a lot of fitness stuff, and that was really connecting well with my audiences.
God, Reels has been
So-
like your connection.
It's connecting with the audience, the dance things that I was doing. That's how I wanted to do
that's
a
why this dance video
number.
happened.
I wanted to do this for the longest time, but we were not able to crack because the minute anyone would hear, okay, Tulsi, we make a song for Tulsi, okay. So the first thing that would come to their mind was something romantic.
Like you were
or
just singing also
something
sad.
soft,
Yeah.
or something sad romantic.
Yes.
So I wanted to break that and do something new, and I think these 2 years have given me that connect with myself.
It's worked. I like how this has worked. You, the last couple of years?
2 things that I shouldn't be doing.
Or that you feel that, you've changed as an artist, or you've added or subtracted from your life?
I started giving my best and not expecting the results as far as I'm giving my best, and not to be hard on myself and judge people. I guess because all of us have our own journey.
Yeah. And you need to stop comparing yourself. You have been constantly making so much of music. कुछ additions and subtractions life में की हैं?
बहुत शिद्दत हो गई.
थोड़ा सा एक्चुअली हुआ क्या, लॉकडाउन हुआ, लोगों को लगा मैं काम ही करता रहता हूँ मोस्टली ना, मैं वर्कहॉलिक पर्सन. तो उसके बाद मैं अपना सेटअप वेटअप सब घर पे ले आया. घर पे एक स्टूडियो अलग, ऑफिस अलग. तो उस टाइम पे ना मुझे काम कर रहा था, ऑब्वियसली बोर हो रहा हूँ और काम कर रहा हूँ. मुझे और ज़्यादा काम करने की आदत पड़ गई है, विच इज़ सर्टेनली रॉन्ग. मेरी स्लीपिंग हैबिट्स बड़ी ख़राब हो गई हैं. मैं बहुत कम सोने लग गया हूँ. और ऊपर से मैं भूषण सर के साथ कनेक्टेड रहता हूँ. वो तो सोते ही नहीं है मुझे लगता है. He never sleeps. वो सोते ही
यार फिर पता क्या होता है, जब ऐसे लोगों से बात करते हैं फिर हम लोग देखते हैं all the geniuses sleep for 4 hours, 3 hours, and then you suddenly feel, oh God, मैं तो डबल सो रहा हूँ इसके यार.
अभी 3-4 दिन पहले सर का कॉल आया सुबह 7 बजे. क्या हुआ, उठ गया? मैंने बोला नहीं सर, सोया ही नहीं मैं तो. Okay, ठीक है.
It's okay.
Contrary towards sleep, like I was watching Amazon's CEO Jeff.
Yeah.
He says that if he doesn't sleep for 8 hours, he can't function.
I don't speak to people who are worth $100 billion. मैं थोड़ा नीचे देखता हूँ, reality में. So this Elon and these fellows now I've said bye to यार.
Right.
So I think you have to add and subtract constantly, because I think it's a journey. Like he said, you cannot. And now तो it's 24/7. Reels में भी कितने ज़्यादा comment आ रहे हैं. Likes तो छोड़ दो, लोग comment क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं. और पता है मेरे को बड़ी इरिटेशन होती है, स्टोरी में सारे वो लोग देख रहे होते हैं, वही लोग कमेंट नहीं कर रहे होते, वही लोग लाइक कर. मैं बोल रहा था प्रॉब्लम क्या है यार ब्रो. मैं तो एक बार ही बोलते थे डिडंट लाइक इट. नहीं आई सॉ इट ना. ऐसा तो लिखा क्यों नहीं कुछ. नहीं लिखना यार ऐसी.
Does it affect you?
No, it irritates me because then when I go there, आपने मेरा गाना नहीं देखा. मैंने कहा आप तो मेरा रोज स्टोरी देखते और कुछ नहीं देखते. So what happens? It's not competition. I was like, तो फिर जैसी करनी वैसी भरनी.
Right.
I have not reached the spiritual level of you, bro. वो अलग level पर हो. But check out the track. Like I said, there's a bit of spice and a little bit of sugar and a little bit of sweetness. There's her in a more than one avatar, which is interesting to see. And with Ganesh Agde, sort of having the vision, this is exactly what we wanted. Till the next time, take care. And now you're running out of ideas to reinvent yourself, so action it is next. The banduk has to be picked up. Nothing else.
Next time, yeah.
Next
It's
time.
action.
Totally. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.
Oh, by the way, we have this. This is the signature in the...
This so I can also do.
So then it's coming. Action is also coming.
Okay. Bye guys.
Thank you.